but it just doesn't do it. Like you, oh. Woo! I hit the 10%. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about this RFID copier. So got this on Amazon. It ranges from $15 to $20. So it was recommended on Amazon. We bought it, thought we'd give it a try because we needed to have some key access cards copied, so we had enough of them. So we only had 2 to start with. We needed at least 3 more so all of our kids had access to the doors to get in. This does not look like a high quality copy RFID copier. It looks basically like you'd get it out of a claw machine. So doesn't have a really good look to it. Doesn't even feel really good. Feels pretty plasticky. Even the little buttons to it and things like that seem kind of gimmicky, like it might be a toy. But it shockingly works, which is, I was surprised. I won't even kid you that it actually works. When we got it, we took it out of the small box it came in. It came with 5 of these additional cards that you could program. Came with 5 additional key fobs that you could program in different colors. And it doesn't always work. Pretty frustrating, but it actually does work if you're patient enough with it. So it comes with these buttons. All the instructions are very, very basic. Has an on button. That's what this does. It gives you that beep, which again sounds like a kid's toy. And then it has a read and a write. And you're supposed to hold it similar like this. You're supposed to hold it kind of like a gun. And if you have a key fob that you want to copy, what you're going to do is you're going to hold it down close to it, like very close to it. You're going to hold it down. And you can hold it down for 10 seconds, you can hold it down for 20 seconds. Sometimes, every once in a long while, the pass light in the middle will turn green and it'll beep. Not all the time, pretty much not, I would even say 20% of the time maybe, that actually happens. And you'll go through this a couple different times where you're holding it down, nothing happens, doesn't seem like anything happens. The busy light will flash all the time, don't know really why, because I don't know if it's trying to actually read it. I don't know what it's trying to actually do. But if you keep doing that, you hold it down. What I've been doing that seems to be the most successful is you do this for about 10 to 15 seconds. Then you pick up one of their key fobs and you do the same thing, but you hit the right button. And again, 10%, maybe even less, it'll actually beep and say pass. But even though it doesn't give you that, it doesn't give you the beep, doesn't give you the pass, it actually writes to the blank key fob. So it shockingly works. I don't know how or why it works, but we were able to successfully write, doing that method, 5 new cards that they gave us with this, and 5 new key fobs. And so it's frustrating. The process is really, because you don't really know if it worked when you hit the right button. So you really kind of almost got to stand or do a bunch of them, go up to the thing, test them. No, it didn't work. Go back, do it again, test it. So you kind of got to do the process over and over again because, like I said, you could do this and you could do this 100 times and it might not work. It might not say pass. And then all of a sudden, one time it'll say pass and it'll beep that you're successful. But it does work, even if it doesn't do the pass. So why I'm making this video? We almost sent it back. We almost just wrapped it back up immediately and sent it back because we're like, we can't get that pass light to light up. Maybe our RFIDs are too new that we're trying to read from. Maybe it just doesn't work. Maybe because it works like kind of what it looks like garbage. Doesn't really look like anything, right? We almost sent it back until we started testing the key fobs that weren't saying pass, but we were writing to, and they all worked. So I know this is going to be a frustrating one, but this actually does work. And for $15 to $20 to actually create additional key cards to gyms or buildings or whatever you need to get into, so that you have copies of them in case you lose one or use one for walking the dog, which I do. Things like that. This thing actually does work. So before you actually send it back thinking it's a kind of garbage, basically follow the steps. Make sure that you hit read for about 15 to 20 seconds. Then hit write for for 15 to 20 seconds on the one you're writing to, and it does work. So the reason we did this is because our building gave us a couple fobs. We needed 5. They gave us 2. And they will charge you $75 per fob that you don't turn in. So what we thought of doing, of course, was let's get this. We'll copy a bunch of these. We'll put the originals in a drawer somewhere so we have them so we don't lose them. And we'll use our copied fobs, right? So if we lose those, who cares? We'll just make more copies, right? We'll get more. So that's why we did it. If you have any kind of building access or things like that, this thing actually works. It shockingly works. And that's it. Subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. Super thanks is always welcome. If this saves you from actually paying for a replacement fob or things like that, it'll save you hundreds of dollars. So that's it. We'll see you next time. It hits read until it actually reads, but it just doesn't do it. Like you, oh, did you tape that? Woo! I hit the 10%.